Join us on a journey beyond reason, where we have chats and discussions about the in-between and far beyond.
Okay, so last week we were talking about transits and spirit entities that can attach to you during and how they correlate. And we didn't really talk about,
how to get rid of
how
them.
to get rid of it.
How to remedy the situation.
So astrologically, how do you
So we talked
get rid
about
of the
Mars,
transits?
right? We were talking about Mars, and we pulled that solar chakra card, which is the Mars placement of Mars in our solar plexus. So that was really awesome. So we want to thank Mars for being here with us then.
Thank you, Mars.
And this is how we remedy. This is how the Vedics remedy. One of the ways that they remedy is they appease the planet. So just like indigenous cultures, like the Native Americans see rocks as living beings, the Vedics see the planets as living beings. So the grahas, they pull on us and they cause us to want to do things. And so one way to appease them, for example, is like with Mars, to ask Mars to take it a little bit down a notch and not make me so angry or so upset or so full of so much energy. Then we can, like what we did last time was, thank you, Mars, for being here. And thank you for bringing your gift to us. And then you can do that with Saturn. Saturn separates and can cause death, and it can cause separation and obstacles. So you can talk to Saturn. One of my teachers talks to Saturn when he wants to make a movie about Saturn, and he asks Saturn for permission to get started on the film. So they treat the planets as living beings, and I do too. I find myself
when you're bringing up Saturn right now, are you bringing it up because of the situation that we're in right now, or just in general?
Well, that's coming up. So we've got an intense stellium happening in Pisces.
Oh, there's another word I don't know.
Stellium is a combination of 3 or more planets in one house or sign. So one sign is one house. So when you have 3 or more planets in that sign, it's like it just takes over your chart and you become like that sign. So this whole world is going to be like Pisces.
Whoops. Okay, that's your noise for today.
I know my noise for
today. So you must have really meant it.
Yeah, I get really exuberant.
What does it mean when a noise happens during a reading with you?
It's an omen. It's like, pay attention to this. This is an extra added message that we become like that. If there's 3 or more planets in one sign, which we're having in March, oh my gosh, I think there's going to be about 6 planets in Pisces. I think it's 6.
Is it for everybody?
5 or 6 for the whole world. It's the transits. So
I don't know what it means.
So the transits are all the planets in the sky that are moving live right now. Those are the transits. They're moving. So when they all come into Pisces together at the same time, then the whole world feels it. And I'm wondering, we mentioned this in the last episode, I'm wondering if the spirits feel it too. I wonder if the spirits are feeling the transits too.
I get a yes for that.
Awesome.
So
I never thought of that before.
Are you saying that everyone's going to act like they're Pisces at the same time?
It's gonna, depending on how it lands in their chart. So some people, a lot of people are going to have the stellium in their first house, second house, all the way to the 12th. So it's going to act. So each house or sign is a category of life. So the first house is the person, the body, the me. The second house is your early childhood, your family, your income, your voice. So that's an example of category. The 4th house is the heart. It's the home. It's the mother. It can also be your family. It's what makes you feel really good. So if somebody has Pisces in the 4th house, then they're going to be driven and have all these desires around travel, and Pisces is water and other worlds. So they're going to want to travel. They're going to want to get into more meditation. 12th house matters.
Are they going to be in a hurry and impatient?
Maybe. It depends. It depends. It really does depend on how the planets touch each other too in the chart. Because where's Mars? Mars is in a water sign, so it's actually touching Pisces as well. Now in March, I think Mars is going to be either Gemini or Cancer. I haven't reviewed that yet, but if it's in Cancer, then it's touching all those planets. So that's like super intense. So one of the remedies for that is to surrender and let go. Because when the desires come in so strong, Pisces will say, make everything dissolve like in water, and it will float away and go away. So you don't want to have real strong.
So don't go, I want. Go, it'd be really nice if I could have that, but it's all right if I don't get it.
Surrender, let go, and then you'll probably get it. But if you're real, I need, then then you probably won't get it.
Have you guys ever said that? I need.
So that's happening in March, and this is the next series of eclipse we're coming into, and this is where Rahu Ketu are going to be in the Pisces Virgo axis for the last time for the year, and then it's going into the Leo Aquarius axis.
Didn't we just leave a period of time where there were more eclipses or different kinds of eclipses?
Well, the past eclipses we've had have involved a lot of Mercury and Venus, and so it's bringing in disclosure of hidden information. And wouldn't you all agree? Please put some comments in there if you're noticing over the past year and a half, if you're noticing information coming to the surface, whether it be worldwide or in your own personal life. What kind of information has suddenly come to the surface and surprised you? I mean, I know it's happened with me, and I love it.
That was one of my messages for last year, was for about 5 months, we're going to have a lot of uncovering, a lot of things that are going to be found out.
Oh.
And a lot of people losing houses, lots of different ways. And
well, that's the thing too about Pisces, is it brings storms. So we've been seeing a lot of storms this past year and major hurricanes and everything. So this coming next 6 months, we're going to be seeing more of that too, but we're also going to be seeing interesting economic improvements because of Jupiter and Venus in the signs that they're in.
So how do we clean off last week?
I like how you do that.
That's what I do when I do a reading, and the reading went in deep, and I don't want to have it on me anymore.
Right.
So it's kind of like a cleansing.
You get to neutral.
So this is how you can release entities that attach to you in one way, and then
people like to use essential oils. People like to use crystals.
Yes.
I use crystals to clear my cards. I like to put my cards in the sun to clear them.
But what about clearing the transit? I feel like there's transit fairy dust still sprinkled all over.
So we are experiencing the repercussions of the New Year's Eve major Pluto opposite Mars transit, which we're touching the nodes of the moon. And so how do we...
Can they howl at the moon?
Well, it's we can howl. You can howl.
Howl at the moon.
Absolutely. I mean,
scream.
But like, it's the challenges, right? So the challenges always bring lessons, and the reason why the Vedics explain is that we have challenges in order to have the desire to move forward in our life and to acquire desires. So it's what gets us moving.
That so resonates with me right now. I'm getting an emotional feeling from that all of what we just went through was to learn something, and how exciting.
Yeah.
And that if we celebrate it, that we just made it through to the other side. That's a way of cleansing. I'm getting a yes from the spirit on that.
Yeah.
So we should have like a party or celebrate that we just made it through the transit.
Pull a card on that?
Let's pull a party card.
A party card. Let's pull from the Waite Tarot on that, because we didn't pull the card at the beginning like we normally do. And so this is like, I know. So this is the 10 of Wands. which means a lot. See how heavy? He's got these wands, these heavy wands that he's carrying. Usually this card means super busy and overwhelmed with a lot to do. So this can also be the lessons.
I pull that card a lot.
I mean, when you see this card, doesn't it make you think of the week of New Year's Eve?
Yeah.
Like there was so much burden and this is so heavy and I have to carry it to the other end of the field. All these wands.
Does the number 10 mean anything?
10 is the number of success. It's also the number of 1 because you can take the 0 off and it's a 1.
Yeah.
So it also means beginnings and new starts. So basically what we experienced from the week of the Mars-Pluto opposition for New Year's Eve is lots of lessons to help us to start over, hit the reset button, start over, and take all this heavy burden and
that one needed another word in the sentence.
I needed a clarity card, so that's what I did.
What it's called.
So this is the first chakra, and this is taking care of our health, taking care of our bodies. Do you have anything else to add to that?
I think next show is going to be the next card. Our next episode.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, this goes...
Should I pull another card?
Yeah, go ahead and pull another card.
Okay, so I want to pull from the Minkyate because it also has the zodiac and the elements in it. And we pull 9 of coins. So coins is material, money, assets, business, skills, abilities, and 9 is endings. And look, this is the first chakra. So this is like getting rid of the old and bringing in the new. So this is like endings. 9 and 10 is endings. So we need to get rid of all that stuff we don't need anymore. So Mars-Pluto revealed a lot. So Mars-Pluto revealed a lot to a lot of people of what makes us passionate, what makes us angry, what is it that we want to get rid of in our lives. And then the first chakra is we start with our bodies and our health and wellness. So a lot of stuff that has to do with the health.
That's also the crown chakra.
The first chakra? Oh, if you reverse it?
It's known as the crown chakra. Is that what I'm looking at?
No,
or the one down here?
Yeah, it's the root chakra.
Okay, the root chakra.
Yeah, the root.
I was trying to remember the name, and I'm like, I don't think it's the crown chakra.
Yeah, so that's called the Saturn. That's Saturn, the planet.
And you would
Saturn.
sit in meditation and sit in your...
So this tells me that the lessons that we learned from that Mars-Pluto opposition on New Year's Eve is that all the things that got revealed and that we saw about ourselves as a result of our extreme emotions that came out and the emotions of our friends and family and colleagues and associates and even the public. You know, it's like we need to get rid of the old and bring in the new. So it's like a spring cleaning, you know, just get rid of the stuff we don't like in our lives. Like, I don't like the way I feel about my past, for example. So I'm going to do some work on that. And then get a book, find a group to become a part of and take care of it and get rid of the old to bring in the new. And isn't that a typical thing we do for New Year's Eve, right?
Exactly. The whole message sounds like New Year's resolution.
Uh-huh. What are you doing?
I was looking at the time off camera. No one can see me but you. I'm trying to keep us on the right time.
Cool. And then this is the archetype cards, Carolyn Mace's.
I think we should show them for 1 second why you were laughing. So in case you didn't know, if you can't see something and it's far away, you can poke a hole in a piece of paper and stare through the tiny hole and you can focus on something far away. Well, I don't have paper, so I just close my fist and look through a tiniest opening I can create and I can see it's like a telescope.
Oh, so your own homemade telescope.
And then I can see the clock on the screen that's
Wow, does
6
that
feet
work?
from us.
I
Yes,
should
it does.
try that. I should do that
Yeah,
sometime.
it's a good thing to know. So that's why she was laughing at me and wondering what the heck I was doing. Because, yeah. So,
okay.
So now let's go ahead and focus back on.
So then I wanted to get
this.
more clarity in gossip. So one of the things that's coming up, there must be someone in our audience who's been dealing with people talking behind their back, and it's made them angry and upset and hurt.
That's no fun.
You know, so it's addressing this. So whoever this resonates with, then go ahead and take care of it the way that's best to take care of. And then there's the issue of spirits, right?
Yes, in fact, when you said what you said, you asked if the spirits get affected by the transits.
Yeah.
They showed me themselves all being like blown around as if it makes them move around a lot more too. And they showed how it was difficult to get their messages to people, that they were trying to get messages in and then people were being distracted by other things. And so they're needing the help of others. It was really kind of funny and sad at the same time, but like a party.
I'm just thinking of your telescope. I'm sorry. Got distracted there for a minute.
Okay.
But yeah.
It's good to know. That's my,
Yeah.
That's
so what do you do about the spirits that you don't want in your space anymore?
Number one, you're going to want to identify if you have an attachment, because it isn't just spirits being around you, but one that is kind of like sitting on your shoulder and hanging out with you and helping you stay in an angry state or a suspicious state where you're thinking people are talking behind your back, which maybe is why the gossip card came up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because that is another negative feeling that you could have from people that are angry in the moment from being pulled by the planets and pulled by these entities that want you to be in the same frequency that they are. So there's some energies are in a negative low density energy, and it doesn't seem like it would be a low energy when you're screaming really loud, but that is what transpires from some of these. So if you're feeling, you got to first realize that it's not all your fault. Hey, you're going to feel good about that. It's not my fault. It's this thing sitting on me going, come on, be mean, say nasty things.
The devil made me do it.
But you want to make your house impermeable. You want to enclose it within positive, high-level energy of the archangels and higher elevated beings and the spirit energy of Jesus and Buddha and any of the oracles that have come before, and animals. The owl is a great protector of your house and your door. So another thing that you may want to get is some obsidian and have it by your front door to...
That's the black
crystal that protects you from unwanted negative energy. You could have one by your door, your bedroom door. It's good to have. It also kind of releases negative energy out of you into it. So you could hold it and pray to have this entity detach from you. And remember, you are a powerful being. You are not a victim to some entity. You, in some way, wanted company in those moments of vitriol and yelling and maybe some other naughty behavior that, you might normally be a really conservative type person, but this night you're not.
What if you want to be naughty?
Yeah, sometimes we want that little pal to help us be more confident. Some use, alcohol or other spirits like that to help enhance or increase their frequency or their ability or their bravery to get out. But it can lead to trouble, can't it? So the same thing is true of spirit energy that is frisky and can make you, I've had spirits make me talk in different dialects, and like Sally at this restaurant that's in Prescott, there's a busty, she's from the 1800s. She used to be a,
is she from the 1800s?
She's around the 1800s.
Yeah.
And she was a what were they called? Prostitutes?
The burlesque.
Burlesque. Yes, she did some dancing.
Barmaid.
But she was buxom, and she was from the South. And so when I'm there, sometimes I will start talking like I'm from the South, and I can't stop doing it. And so that can happen to me. And I'm like, all right, have your fun for a minute, but now you need to leave. And so just know that if you ever have a spirit or any type of an entity, that you are so strong, and all you have to do is say, I want you to leave now. And you can open a door and usher them out and say, only those that have my highest good are allowed to live or to cross into the threshold of this home, and bless every inch of your house, every window pane. And you can do that with sage and with Palo Santo. And our friend Rosalinda uses cinnamon, which is really lovely.
Yeah, I'd never heard of that.
Yeah, you just take the cinnamon bark and just light that. And this smoke is a symbol of the release of this, and you're sending it off into the universe to be transmuted and released from your space.
Yeah, and she said the cinnamon was the strongest of them all.
Oh,
and
really?
I didn't even know that.
She is so lovely.
Yeah, she's pretty awesome.
And but the belief, first off, you need to know that no entity has permission. You have free will. Free will is the strongest, the most important thing that you need to understand that you have, which will prevent any spirit from lingering from the in-between and far beyond.
Exactly.
Any longer than you give it permission.
I mean, it's just like dealing with a living human being in the flesh. You know, if you don't want someone in your space, you tell them, do not enter, or you're not allowed here, or lock the door.
We're not home anymore.
Don't answer the door, or whatever. Don't answer the phone, block the number, whatever. Do the same thing with the spirit realm as well.
And absolutely. I can't see the time.
Yeah. Okay.
I think my eyes are tired.
So was there anything else?
Does it feel like it's been 30 minutes? Because I think we had so much fun. It didn't feel like
Let's see what the card has
I think
to
you
say.
haven't done any of these.
It says we're in balance.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Libra. Libra's relationships and balance and justice.
Show the card because they didn't get to see it.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yep. Notice the little porcupine at the bottom there?
I'm pulling a card that's been calling to me the whole time.
Yeah, you need to do that.
And it is the Lover card.
Wow. So Libra is the relationships and finding balance in relationships as well, and being just and fair. And Lover. So Lover is, wow. I'll read. You want to read it?
I feel like we're 10 minutes shy of being done. So we still have 10 minutes.
Okay.
So, you want me to read it?
Yeah. Do you want me to read it?
My spirit guide said, take your glasses and bring them over. And I didn't. And now now I know why. I'm like, I'm not going to be reading anything. It's so funny. Yeah, you read it.
So Lover, great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. And notice how it's red. Well, that's the Mars energy too, because Mars is the energy of passion. It's the planet of passion. So it's addressing, there's somebody watching who needs to know that they have what it takes to be in their passion in their life. And in Vedic astrology, we also call it Dharma. And Dharma is what makes you want to jump out of bed in the morning and get it done. It's what gives us energy.
What do you love that you haven't done? One of the biggest regrets when people pass on is that they didn't write the book that they wanted to write. They always wanted to paint, but thought people would ridicule their artistic ability, that they wanted to be a poet and wrote only for themselves, so no one got to hear or enjoy their creativity. And what a great ending to 1 year, to begin a new year, living your Dharma, doing the things that you want to do, not caring what other people think in a good way. Not, I don't care what you think because you're mean, but instead, I don't care what you think. I was given the desire by my creator to paint the painting. And if I hadn't followed through with mine, I would not have painted all the paintings I've done.
Yeah, these are Claire's work, a couple of them.
And I also write and I have been accused of being an over creator. The point is I create because I am called to it. I feel called to it. Do you feel called to it? If you've ever felt almost haunted by like somebody pushing you to do something creative, please write it in the show comments so that we can learn about it and encourage you. And
if anything that we've said so far has resonated with you, or you have anything constructive you want to share, that will help us as well, just make sure that we're helping out in any way we can and answering any questions, please, in the comments. Put your comments in the comments. Put your comments
in and like and subscribe. I forgot.
Yeah, of course. That's a given.
We just know you're going to like us eventually. You're going to subscribe. But we really should be asking for that.
Yes. So we are asking
We're
for permission.
told to do that.
Yes.
So if you have any questions or desires for us to speak about any particular topic about the in-between and far beyond, we're here to help, and would love to learn more from your questions, because every time I have a question, Spirit gives me the answers and I learn. It's a constant learning and never reaching expert level, because I depend on spirits for my assistance.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the charts every morning. I'm looking at charts every chance I get, because I want to know what's going on in the sky that's affecting the world and my life and my friends' lives and people in my life's lives. And everything has a chart too. Homes have a chart, animals have a chart. It's because the planets are constantly in the sky and they are creating a chart for us.
I keep being inspired to talk about my roommate who has these plants, and one plant, two plants in these pretty glasses. And I had shown her how I had a plant just in rocks, and you can see the roots growing around the rocks, and the plant flourishes in there. And this morning she's like, "Did you clean the glass of one of my plants?" And I said, "No." And she said, "Well, one's clean and one's dirty." And I said, "One has real rocks in it and one doesn't. And the one without the real rocks, is just glass, is clean, but the plant is significantly smaller. The rocks, despite just being rocks, are interacting with the plant, and there is a waste matter that's occurring that causes the water to get dirty in the true, real rock. There must be life in that rock. There simply must be. That, to me, is real proof of that."
That's a great example and an analogy of how the rocks provide life-giving source for the plant. Yeah. You know, that's a great example.
That plant's showing off, and it's outgrown its glass. So it's time for it to become more than one plant.
Oh, that'd be a great picture to put out there to show the.
We're gonna do a
example.
We should have a page where people can join. We'll do that. We'll let you know. It'll be in the show notes as this show progresses.
Yeah.
As this is only episode 4?
5.
This is episode 5. We're making progress.
Yeah. So please put your questions. If you have questions, what do you want to know about anything that astrology can bring that I can share with you, or if, Claire has anything you'd like to hear from her.
Yeah, or if you want me to dream about something. And then we will see you next week.
Yeah. Same time, same place?
Same time, same place.
Okay.
See you next time.
Have a great week.
Bye.
Everyone.
Mwah.